I got the job. I don't want to jinx anything, but I think things are starting to turn around for us. It's been a long few years. We got the farm, and I got the job. One of my kids has ramen in the microwave that they just have left in the microwave. Zayden and Caden. So I took the boys out to see the farm for the first time yesterday. And this afternoon, Zayden and Caden came home from playing with their friends, and they just voluntarily started packing. Like, I think I don't want to speak for them. I hope they're excited about the move. I thought that was pretty cool that 2 teen boys decided to voluntarily start packing without any, hey guys, we need to do this, hey guys, we need to do this. I gave them some motivational donuts. I did not pack, so I have not had any donuts today. I had a great meeting with the couch after a very difficult day this morning. This morning I was at the courthouse filing protection orders against my oldest son. That sucked, but I also know it's what needed to be done to keep my kids safe, to keep me safe, considering what happened over the weekend. But that sucked. And then I went to a follow-up interview and I got the job, and I emotionally am spent. I came home, had some leftover spaghetti, and I was trying to monitor, supervise, help out if I could, the boys packing, and I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna get up and start packing too. No, my brain and body had different plans. They were just like, you're done. That was the computer of my brain turning off. Yeah. Happy Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. We're doing okay. Just exhausted. Tomorrow will probably be a big packing day because now I'm in this limbo of waiting for my new job to start. And yeah. I get really overwhelmed with packing because I feel like there should be order to it, and I don't know what that order is. That's why I'm starting with the books, because that's easy to me, right? Rectangular objects go in rectangular boxes. I can do that. But then there's all the other things in the house that is well, I can lump these things into categories and we'll go from there. Rooms in categories. This is why ChatGPT has been so helpful, because it's yep, do this. Basic step, breaking down all my overwhelm into do this tiny thing, then do this tiny thing, then do this tiny thing, then you have that thing's done. And it's oh, thanks. My brain can't do that on its own. At least not right now in this overwhelm and stress. Maybe on during better times I can, but not right now. Yeah. Hope I'm not jump scaring anybody tonight. But I don't care if I am. Oh my god, someone needs to come get their ramen out of the microwave. We're doing well. We're doing good. We're doing whatever the proper grammar is. We're doing it. My hair is hairing, and we're gonna make it. In just a week and a half, we're gonna be starting to take trips out to our farm. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm just like speaking out into the void. If anybody has any like questions or anything, I'll answer them because I'm just sitting here talking to myself. Like, comment, follow, subscribe if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill. Alright, peace out. I was sitting here watching through it before I posted, and Caden was sitting here next to me. He finally got the ramen. Oof, Evie. Kind of in the way, thanks. Sweet little Caden. He heard the part about Andrew and he goes, Mom, are you okay? That was so sweet. That was so sweet of him to check in on me. I said, yeah, I'm okay. I just gotta make sure that we're all safe, and sometimes that means making hard decisions that are painful to make and I don't want to make, but they have to be made to make sure we're all safe. Projects I have planned for the summer. Let's talk about that. Zayden pointed out while we were out at the farm that there is, separate from the chicken coop, it's like someone had built a chicken run. So it's this large rectangle. I would estimate it's like 8 by 8 and then like maybe 18 inches off the ground, like 8 foot by 8 foot square. And it's all fenced in with chicken wire, but then half of it is also covered with steel roofing. So like half of it's covered, half of it's uncovered, and they have like the part that's uncovered, the top hinges up like this so you can open it. So I don't know if that made sense or not, but it looks like what some people use as like a portable chicken run to like let them have different spots around the yard. But what Zayden pointed out, he was like, Mom, we could use this as a now I'm blanking on the word, but to put baby chicks in. Like once it gets warm enough that baby chicks can be outside, they still have to be separate from the grown-ups so they don't get killed. And it would be perfect because it's completely fully enclosed. It also, they had electrified it so no predators can get in. We could get that back up and running, and it would not electrocute the babies because that is on the, like, braced on the outside of the run, but it would keep predators out. So, projects for this summer: baby birds, most likely chicks, probably not any ducks because we have so many ducks. Goslings, if we can find them and or afford them. Peachicks, if we can find them and or afford them. That's the birds. Other projects for this summer that we're gonna go on, adventures we're gonna go on, projects we're gonna do. Gotta fix up that goat barn, which won't take a lot of work. And technically we could already have goats in there before we have it completely fixed, because enough of it is habitable that like still while we're replacing a couple of broken boards they would be able to be in there. But we need to clean out the barn, like somebody had used it as storage for like metal scraps and stuff. That'd be like an easy half day work to clear out. And then we would need to like clean out old bedding, put in new bedding. And then there are, on the roof, there's like partially broken boards, but my dad said that it would be better to just put metal roofing over the boards that are up there, because he said that would be a better idea, and I trust him because he has had goats and I have been a child living in a home that had goats, but he like adulted with the goats. So I'm gonna let him spearhead that activity. There are a ton of flower gardens that I will need help. I am an indoor plant person. You wouldn't be able to tell it now because after I lost the girls, I stopped taking care of my houseplants. So lots of them died. It has been survival of the fittest around here. But But I do love plants and gardening. I'm just not so great with the outdoor part. Um, so we're going to clean up the garden beds. My mom's going to help me identify what's supposed to be there and what's not supposed to be there. We're going to need to do a lot of just basic landscaping, mowing, trimming, getting rid of dead limbs. My brother he works for a tree trimmer slash landscaping company, so he'll have a lot of knowledge about that as well, and is excited to help get rid of some dead branches, even up in the trees, which terrifies me. But he's like, I know how to do this. He was a, I don't know if paratrooper is the right word, but he was one of those like infantry guys that jumped out of planes when he was in the military. So heights and him, I think, are okay. Heights and me, no, no, let's not do that. Heights and him, they're okay. They're okay. They're friends. Uh, so he can take care of the limbs. I'll stay on the ground with both feet firmly planted on the ground. He's also an air sign, and I am an earth sign. I'm a Taurus. So like, yeah, I need like keep keep me on the ground. Yeah, ever try to put a bull in the air? I don't. That's not. I don't remember my brother's sign, but whatever it is, it makes a lot more sense for that to be up in the air than for me, a bull, to be up in the air. That doesn't make sense. Um, I don't remember. I know we have a lot of organizing to do in the shop. Not a lot of work in the shop, but a lot of organizing to do. Same with the cat house. Um, Also, probably repainting of the cat house and maybe the house. Uh, yeah, a lot of like basic maintenance that just needs to be updated, and we can do it. There's also some holes in the netting over the chicken run that need to be patched, but easy enough to do. Yeah, I'm excited about having some projects to work on and having help for those projects. I'm excited. Yeah, let me know any other questions if you have any. If, yeah. Anyway, okay, for real this time, peace out.